You're going to laugh at this. Well, it turns out there was a genuine plan in place to defend the United States in the event of a zombie apocalypse. Where's the plan to defend from bot apocalypse, one might ask? Now, the destruction of mankind at the hands of a contagious zombie virus is a scenario that is played out time and time again in movies, books, and TV shows. But what if it were actually to happen for real, according to this article? And it said it might seem like a scenario that the US government would never take seriously, but in actual fact there does exist a zombie apocalypse defense plan, albeit one that even admits that such a thing is never likely to actually happen in reality. And it's known as CONOP 8888. CONOP. And it's the official zombie preparedness plan, and includes a disclaimer noting that it was not actually designed as a joke, and that the strategies outlined are the real deal. But rest assured, it's nothing to do with our resident cap-fine treasurer person, Mr. Lee Canop, spelt with a K. Now, this was written back in 2011 by, they say, junior military officers at the US Strategic Command as a training exercise. We've all heard what happens when training exercises are undertaken. That tasked them with presenting a general invasion contingency plan. And the resulting 31-page document includes many of the concepts you might expect to find in such a plan, especially if you are a fan of zombie apocalypse movies. And what was interesting is the seriousness of the presentation, despite the inclusion of fantastical concepts such as, quote, evil magic zombies. Oh dear. And they're real. Quote, space zombies. Oh dear, and they're real. And other bizarre theoretical subcategories. It's clear that the plan was never intended to be taken literally, according to the article, as far as zombies are concerned anyway, and serves more as a general template for an invasion scenario. Project Bluebeam, anyone? Well, unknown to this article writer and few outside of THI, the zombie virus program was supposed to roll out in 2017 under the Zika virus guideline. It failed. British astrophysicist Piers Corbyn has made a claim this week that has been stated on this show for a while. We are plunging now into a deep mini ice age and there's no way out. And he said for the next 20 years it's going to get colder and colder on average, according to Corbyn, who holds a BSc in physics and an MSc in astrophysics. He said the jet stream will be wilder. There will be more wild temperature changes, more hail events, more earthquakes, more extreme volcano events, more snow in winters, lousy summers, late springs, short autumns, and more crop failures. The fact is the sun rules the sea temperature and the sea temperature rules the climate, he said. A shutting down of the Gulf Stream will lead to cold, Arctic-like conditions invading Western Europe almost overnight, and with Britain, Ireland and Scandinavia at the forefront of the blast. And he said, what we have happening now is the start of the mini ice age. It began around 2013. It's a slow start, but now the rate of moving into mini ice age is accelerating. And he said the cold times are returning and the mid-latitudes are refreezing in line with historically low solar activity, cloud nucleating cosmic rays, and meridional jet stream flow. Both NOAA and NASA appear to agree. And if you read between the lines, with NOAA saying we're entering a full-blown grand solar minimum in the late 2020s, and NASA seeing this upcoming solar cycle as the weakest of the past 200 years, with the agency correlating previous solar shutdowns to prolonged periods of global cooling here. The Russians told you all of this back in 1959. And you all went off with your opposite program of global warming. Jackasses. A video was posted that was taken in Israel and posted to the Jewish-run Facebook, and was declared not acceptable today. And so what were they covering up? Well, the Jewish have a day of atonement, where they pass all their karma and sins onto the Goyim, as we are known. Yes, you heard that right. The Day of Atonement is where they pass their karma and sin all onto the Goyim. They did sacrifices in the streets, this time with animals, behind closed doors, and the higher-ups in that field, they're sacrificing humans. They've done it for thousands of years. They did it in King Solomon Temple and Herod as well. Now, the ceremony in public view in the middle of the town involved them all, including children, to rip wings off live chickens, and all in the public view. The complete disregard for life these people show on this world is beyond staggering, all to appease their fake and frankly evil god or gods. Short piece before we go into a much longer piece and a music break again. With reports of THI members being blocked from joining Life Force has now increased quite a bit, I'm hearing. But if we're going to go along with apps, how about an app that deletes all CIA, NSA, Go-Ogle, Microsoft and data collections? That would be a useful app. Perhaps we can find a developer for that. All apps otherwise are part of the Robert David Steele plan to harvest all data and get machines to analyze and target all people. He, Robert David Steele, said the people will become the intelligence. Go and listen to Clowns in Panic again. And he asked for billions of dollars to give everyone on the planet a free phone. So they become the data and the intelligence. And the Life Force app, whilst blocking THI members, is actually playing into the Robert David Steele OSS NATO hands. This song next says, "To hold your breath, I feel it coming." It is after this song.